we're gonna do the news for February 2025. The biggest news of 2025 February by far has been the big grind for A Link to the Past. And I'm just gonna show you my notes because this is insane what's happening here. In February 2025, Serpin, Levi, Sava, and Agonist, or Agoniste, I don't know exactly how to pronounce, have been grinding A Link to the Past blindfolded. All 4 players won, and they have been completely crushing all the categories. Look at the amounts of PBs here. Serpin, this is the Master Sword category. Serpin PB'd. Sava, first completion. Levi PB'd. Levi PB'd again. Levi PB'd again, first sub 20. New player, Agonist, 29 minutes. Sava, world record, sub 20. Agonist, PB. Levi, another very close to world record, PB. Sava, another world record. Sava, another world record. Sava, another world record. Sava, another world record. Levi, another PB. All in one category, dude. And then there is not only Master Sword, but also Kako Easter Egg. PB, 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 PB. They have been grinding so much A Link to the Past blindfolded. There are so many runs. Any percent has been improved. Julian RTA has been improved. Defeat Ganon has been improved. Any percent no sound has been improved. Armos RTA has been improved. Like, it's crazy how many improvements this category has seen over the last couple of months, I guess, mostly in February. So there's lots of categories in A Link to the Past. What has mostly been run was Master Sword in the past couple of days, and now the world record is a 1741, which is like a really fast time, I believe, considering the world record was not even a sub 20 before that month, and it was pretty optimized already. It's good. Any percent has the most players. It is actually like maxed out at 256. All 3 have a tied world record here after that crazy month. I'm also down here. Look at this guy. Do you know? 6 years ago? Damn, dude. That's a long time. But yeah. So A Link to the Past, just crazy category. We can quickly check into the world record of Sava here. Master Sword is the most popular category in blindfolded because the requirement for beating the category is to just get the Master Sword, as the name says. So you need to get some items, you need to go into some dungeons, need to do some glitches as well. But why it is much more popular than like beating the bosses and stuff, from what I heard, is there is one crazy boss called Moldorm, I think, which is like just straight out impossible blindfolded. So all the categories that somehow beat the game fair and square are just complete ass because of that one boss. So the most popular category is just to get to Master Sword and then basically hit the timer. So huge GGs to Sava, to Serpin, to Levi, to Agonist. All of them have improved so incredibly much over that in that month. We can quickly check into Levi's runs. Levi did, for example, get the any percent tied world record. Any percent is a category where, it's a very short category, as you can see, 2 minutes. I've run it myself, and all you need to do is perform a little glitch here in the castle. You go to the castle, perform a little glitch here, where you do like a save and quit mid-air, and then you can basically, boom, clip out of bounds. And then you clip out of bounds, walk along, because the castle is also where the final boss is located, right? So you can just clip out of bounds and then just right in the beginning of the game, run towards the final boss area. And you don't even need to beat him, because the room where the credits is also already located in the castle. So you can just walk into the room that has the credits, like from the very, very start. It's a pretty cool category. Maybe I will come back one day to this. Then there's Kako Easter Egg percent by Serpin, just to show off all the runners here that have improved so much. So yeah, Serpin, another goat. You can see the same kind of glitch being used here with the out of bounds. It's a very, very easy to perform glitch, if you know how, and then you can like use it to skip huge portions of the run. So here Serpent just sets up in a different position, gets out of bounds, and then I think the goal of this category is to, yeah, just get some Easter egg with the cacos, I assume. So, GG's. And then the new runner, of course, Agonist. New runner from France, I believe, has done their first Master Sword completion. Also super sick stuff. So yeah, that's the A Link to the Past section. Then, what do we else have today in the show? I have performed 31 star live in France in Lyon. It was a sick run, very cool, very huge crowd. It was in a theater in a theater in Lyon. There were like 3,000 people in the crowd. You can see it was like amazingly huge. So sick stuff. It was very, very fun to run there. Then same location, same event. There was also a blindfolded punch-out run, super punch-out by Kami. Also really, really cool run. Highly recommend. I commentated this run on the English restream and it was very fun. So can highly recommend to check it out. So yeah, super punch-out. Finished the entire game. Super cool. Even the very, very hard fights at the end. Finished in like 20 and a couple minutes. So what else do we have? This one was a kind of a shock. Nobody saw that one coming. Lutz, who is a member of the Blindfolded Discord since quite a while, has done a I Wanna Be the Guy fan game. Blindfolded. I think it's in Geometry Dash, actually, or something. I don't know. It's like some crazy ass... I don't even know what this is, but you know the fan games, right? You know the fan games where like there is like super difficult, super precise jumps. And Lutz has routed out like a hack with like a couple of rooms and somehow performed it. And it was very, 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 very out of nowhere because he didn't tell anyone that he was routing this. But it seems incredibly hard and it kind of went a bit viral. 11k views for a run like randomly uploaded. That's pretty good. So huge shoutouts to Lutz. Super, super impressive performance in like a very difficult setting as well. Then I don't even want to show these, honestly. I'll just show my notes again. I don't need to show the gameplay. I just want to say I got a new world record in 1 star, SM64 1 star in 11 minutes 24. That was in February. We also got a new world record in 31 star in 35 minutes. And we got a world record in 70 star in 1:22 minutes. But, you know, those are just the usual SM64 accomplishments of mine. There's gonna be some most of the months, so no time to waste here to show them off. I rather would focus on other runners. For example, Atsuril Kirby is running Rail Heist these days. It's one of the mini games in UFO 50, which is like a popular game that is kind of released on Steam, I think, these days. And he has done a sub 1 hour run of this, which is pretty impressive. The first completion was like 2 hours long and the second completion was a sub hour. And it's like a chunky run with like lots of 2D platforming. Here, actually, I got some info about that. I will read that out quickly. Rail Heist is a stealth/immersive sim platformer. You play as a crew of train robbers stealing money from several trains. If a single security guard sees you, they will shoot at you and you die in 1 hit. The game is all about finding a way to get to the money and escape without being killed. The game is very open, allowing for a very wide amount of possible strategies to beat any given level. For the run, the game has no RNG, so beating each level comes down to routing. Each guard behaves consistently, so guards are often manipulated to do exactly what we want them to do. Each level has a time limit, requiring you to be very active. You have to reach several cycles in order to have each guard be where you want them to be at certain times. So, very, very interesting concept here. It looks like a very, very tricky run to route, especially with given the length of it. Like, it's not a short run by any means. But yeah, Atsuru Karibi, old school member of the Blindfolded community as well. Huge shoutouts. Super sick to see. Can highly recommend to check it out if you are interested in that game. Then what do we have else? We have 2 quick shorts while we still talked about SM64. We have 2 quick shorts from Red Yoshi. Red Yoshi has performed the world record in SL Bully, I believe, with basically the visual strat, just like kicking and instantly ground punting into the star with a 13.26. I think that's the fastest time up to date. And then he also has done the Pyramid Star in SSL in 9 seconds 23, which is just a personal PB, but still very, very cool to show off. With like the triple jump strat right into the star, which is really cool. Always love to see people going for fast strats. What else do we have? War, our good friend War, has tried to conquer a new game called Faxanadu, another NES classic apparently, any % blindfolded, segmented in 4 hours. So War routed the entire game and then did a segmented run of it, because apparently a full single segment speedrun was not really viable yet, or like it was too long, I guess. So he recorded the single parts, put them together, and now we have a segmented completion of this. I've never played the game. I don't really know what it's about. It looks like kind of a Castlevania type of game with a bit of platforming, a bit of enemies that you need to dodge. Since it is on the NES, I assume it's pretty difficult as well. I love that blindfold that he's rocking. It's a pretty cool one. So yeah, huge shoutouts. Spoiler alert for the next Blindfolded Speedrun news, because this is February. I know it's a bit late, but I know that War has done some more stuff with this. We're gonna see that again. Then we have our good friend Mulp. Mulp has done the first dungeon of Link's Awakening on the Switch, blindfolded. Also rocking that Star Crew blindfold. Holy. It looks amazing. Not even subscribed. Oh no, don't tell anyone, dude. So, glitchless blindfolded challenge, first dungeon, Link's Awakening. It's a super, super cool game. I know mostly, I haven't played the Switch version, but I am in love with the Game Boy Classic, so I assume this is just literally an HD remake. And kind of a stage RTA if you want a single dungeon speedrun. Just getting from the beginning of the dungeon to the boss, defeating the boss. Which the first boss is kind of Moldorm in A Link to the Past, so I'm actually curious how that will look like. The Switch has those nice crisp D-pad buttons, so you can be sure you're going exactly up, down, left, right. Okay. So let's quickly see the boss fight here. It looks like a hamburger, dude. What did they do with the design? It's like literally a patty, like a burger and lettuce. Anyways. So what is the strat here? I know that if you fall into these corners, you fall down like a floor, and then you have to re-enter the whole thing. Mulp died here. Apparently it is a pretty difficult boss. Multiple game overs. Okay, so the boss is actually really hard. It is not cheesable or something. Let's see if we can find... Oh, get the spin hit. I wonder how many hits we need. Jumping to avoid some damage. That's a good strat. Oh, and gets the kill. Let's go. Sick. Love to see Link's Awakening. Huge GGs for the completion. Then, what do we have? Does this work here? The Celeste community has of course been active as well, as always. The Celeste community is just rocking every single month. I don't have any video prepared right now, because it was not shared on YouTube but only in Discord, and now the Discord link that I have saved here is not active anymore, so I cannot really show you. It doesn't work, unfortunately. Maybe it's been already deleted. But I know that the Celeste, the Celeste runners, they are always cooking something. Mostly ILs. I don't think there have been any new like single segment runs. And I can promise you we will see Celeste again in March, so I think we can move on for now. Then what do we have? We have some shorts to watch. First of all, one announcement. I managed to beat every single minigame in Minigame Island while blindfolded. Now the routing and practice starts for a single segment full game run. So yeah, I was the first person to clear every single minigame in Mario Party 1 blindfolded. It's been, now is 25th of April. I finished this on 10th of February. It's been more than 3 months. The practice and routing for single segment has still not even been done. I have been a bit busy these weeks. I apologize for that. Surely it's gonna happen soon. But yeah, it's cool stuff. The new place helped to develop some strats. So I want to show off here one short that the new place did. So community member of ours, always very active. The new place was the first person who got the slot car derby, for example, in Mario Party. Which, how it works is you can basically know consistently where you start, and then you can basically beat count the entire race, when to accelerate and when to deaccelerate. So that was pretty cool to see being done. You can see the drifts here. And then 24 seconds. What's the PB? 28, I guess? Oh no, that's probably visual. 30 seconds. Nice. I was definitely not beat counting. Okay. Confirmation in chat. The new place was not beat counting. I didn't beat counted wise. I had a full beat count for every single round. But apparently you can also just fill it out in that case. Then we have a huge list of shorts that Pat has done again. Pat is our go-to short creator for blindfolded single level runs. Pat has done some mini games in Mario Party 2 blindfolded. For example, this one with the penguins here. I'm just quickly gonna go through them. There's a couple. The arch rival. Oh, that one is interesting. How does this work blindfolded? I guess you just shoot and hope that you hit them. Oh, missing one shot. Bam, sniping Yoshi. Bam, sniping Toad. Bam, sniping Mario with the adjustment to the left. Ooh, and the snipe to DK. Wow, that's actually sick, dude. That is actually sick. Then there's more Mario Party 2. Bumper balloon cars. Okay, I read bumper balls that I was about to pee myself, dude. Bumper balloon cars. How does this one work? Wow, that was such a quick kill. Jesus Christ. So that was it for Mario Party 2. Pat has also done a Sunshine Shine. Sunshine Shine. Which one is it? The Road to the Big Windmill. Oh, it's the one that I also tried one day, where I tried to route it, and I got mad at the game because the game is weird. So Pat apparently did it. Super sick. Killing the boss plant here and then getting the shine. Slowly but surely. Let's go. 1 minute 54. That's sick. That's sick. What else do we have? Droplet. This is a game I have no idea about what this is. I have never seen this game. Droplet, States of Matter, Color Frio, Blindfolded Time Trial. I guess it's a boss, and it seems like Pat is shooting some stuff. And that's kind of it. So, I guess GG's. I have no idea about the game, I'm sorry. Smash Melee Break the Targets. A little Mario Break the Targets speedrun. Pretty fast strats, pretty fast strats. How will Pat handle the targets here? Ooh, getting that fireball into that little hole there, that's crazy. Mashing the fireball until the target. And then a jump into the last one. 28 seconds. GG's. And then there is another Samus in Smash 64. Pat actually currently holds the world record for this. I've been running Smash 64 for a long time. And Pat has taken the Samus stage and really optimized it. Like, look how fast it is. That's like faster than I could do it visually, probably. 13 seconds, really good. Really cool stuff. Very impressive. Then we have the Fancy Pants Adventure World 1 by Luciousness. I have no idea what that game is, but it has been blindfolded, and I guess that's pretty cool. It's so funny to see like what different kinds of games people run and like speedrun in their free time. Like, this looks like some Flash game, maybe even? I have no idea, dude. This reminds me of like Red Ball. So apparently you can like do normalized jumps, movements, do some backflips. And it's a 3-minute long run of like platforming through various stages. It's kind of like Sonic. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That kind of looks like it. So yeah, GG's to Luciousness. Apparently there's also a boss fight. Very cool stuff, honestly. Very cool stuff. No idea about the game. And then we have our good friend Hamid. Who has yet again stepped away from Souls games. First into Minecraft and then into Geometry Dash. The Tower. He got a world record in The Tower, which is like one singular stage in Geometry Dash, I think. A platforming stage, I believe, indeed. I don't really know much about Geometry Dash, to be honest, so cannot tell you. Oh, there's lots of failed attempts, and here's the actual run. So I assume it's just precise platforming in 2D space. So you need to always like accelerate, decelerate, accelerate, decelerate. Keep track of the cycles here. And I believe, especially this level, why Hamid chose this level is because there was already a blindfolded run of this one before, and Hamid decided to beat the currently existing world record of it. So lots of rotating stuff, lots of cycles, need to be careful. You can probably count the hops that you do. Is there more, or is that it? Hamid is such a legend, dude. And that is time, I think. Taking the blindfold off. Look at that champ. Sick stuff, dude. And yeah, with that being said, I think those were the news of February. We have much more to come in March, which we're gonna do probably like next week already. And then April will also be already at an end. So hopefully we'll catch up with the schedule a bit. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the blindfolded speedrun news. We'll be back with more. Sorry once more for the delay. But for YouTube, that's it. Have a nice day and bye-bye.